Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch, called for and made. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field to start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He wants to go deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger with an easy completion.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Calls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So TCU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for his defense.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cox. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Spits it out to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They keep attacking through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, TCU.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Still on his feet. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the draw. Creates a little room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Firing toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Keeps looking downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He fires to the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
TCU 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're trying to get to him. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's De La Rosa. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Buffaloes are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's De La Rosa. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Deep shot for the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Fighting off the defender. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're bringing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch him? The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find.
He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And the Buffaloes pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going up top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
That's reeled in. It's Cox. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm gonna go attack.
All kinds of running room. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throwing right. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the inside. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receiver on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They're setting up the screen. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down after a 3. The 25.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. All business today for this ball club.